Steph, we're out the FA Cup. Obviously the result is not what anyone wanted, but we had the best goal we could considering the past few weeks. How proud of the girls are you?
Oh, massively proud. We've just said to them then, like, they've left everything on the pitch. We couldn't have asked for much more. The injuries they're carrying, the bodies, bless them, they're all a bit of a mess at the minute, but that's the effort that they've put in over the last kind of 3 weeks. So massively proud of them. Look, Sheffield United were totally outclassed us at times. The clinical going forward, which we knew was going to happen, and we knew this scoreline could happen, but all we asked is that the girls left everything on the pitch, and they have today. So yeah, massively proud.
And we've touched on it already in the FA Cup run, Steph, about the youngsters that are in the team. You've got a bunch of 16, 17, 18-year-olds on the pitch there. You played when you were 16. What can an experience like today do for players like that moving forward?
Take loads from that. We even said at half time, yes, we were getting beaten and we were 4-0 down, but the lessons that players have learnt on there, even as us as coach and staff, we can take so much from that, and that's something we wanted today. We could have sat back being defensive and just tried to keep the scoreline down, but we said to each other, what are we going to get from that? Look, this is our last game now, moving into kind of next season, so we'd rather learn them lessons now and gain as much experience as we can from the game. But for the youngsters, brilliant to get a run out, but for every player there's a lot to take from it, and us as staff will take a lot from it as well. So fingers crossed we can take that kind of intensity and that level into next season.
And Chris, the one positive of the season being ended now is I didn't have to see you for a few weeks. However, what did you make of the game?
We were saying there, we've been beat 8-0 in the past. I remember sort of being down West Brom and they beat us 8-0 and we were actually really bad on the day. I don't think you can look at that and say we were really bad. I think the difference was that the fitness levels, obviously the technical quality and their quality in front of goal was really good on the day. I thought for the first 30 minutes we matched them in terms of our intensity. The crime for me really was when we went 1-0 down, we just needed to have 5 or 10 minutes just to settle. I remember shouting on, don't let one become two, and then they went and scored 2 minutes later, and then you start to fear the worst. For spells, we did really well. Fair and Armani had a really good chance early on, but I think we always built up today being our final. We got a real sense of enjoyment the last 2 games and a real sense of sort of learning from today, and there's so much that we'll take from that, and it was a really, really enjoyable experience having said the scoreline.
I think obviously we've discussed with Bassi beforehand, it's been a really enjoyable run. It's been fun, it's been nice to be back and get involved, and obviously ours only the one season or whatever season it was, because I think they've both been cancelled, but it feels a lot more positive this season despite that result that is on paper than maybe it has done recently, and it's due down to the cup run. How much have you enjoyed the 3 games and just being back?
100%. I think what was good is that because the draw was done and we could sort of plan our route to this point today, I think we couldn't have picked better ties really the whole game, purely for the fact that we played them already, so we knew what we were going to face, and it was a home game. Obviously when Stoke pulled out against Wem, you're thinking okay, it's a team from the league below, but we prepped properly and we were professional that game, and again another home tie. What more can you ask for? And we spoke about today being our final and sort of building up to this. The FA Cup's given us a real, I think we were sort of struggling through the lockdown to sort of not find motivation, but sort of thinking, how do we pick the girls up from another disappointing season? But it's really given us, I speak for myself, but I think I speak for Steph as well, it's given us a bit of a lift, real energy towards next season now, and some of the performances from the younger players, our hands been forced a little bit with playing them, but they've come in and taken the opportunity. Now thoughts turn to who we can bring in. Hopefully some good changes off the pitch coming, hopefully some new faces that we can start announcing soon, and hopefully have a really good season next year away from that sort of bottom 3-4 teams in our league.
And Steph, just to sort of finish, I think I was speaking to Bassi before, and she says that as much as she enjoyed this run, the performances that we've put in, including the first sort of 30 minutes today, and competing as well as we did with a team that was trained far more than us, played far more than us, she said that's now set a milestone, and we can't sort of drop from the performances we put in. Is that the big number one take you have going into next season?
Yeah, absolutely. We said kind of when the game finished there, if we play like that against teams in our league, we're putting ourselves in a much better position. I think previously games we've kind of been slow starting, we've conceded a few early on, and it's made it difficult for us in games. So yeah, that's kind of the intensity, the level that we need to be working at, and we know the girls can reach that now, and they know they can do that. So yeah, moving forward, definitely positive to take into next season, and if we can kind of reach them levels, then who knows what next season will bring in the league.
Awesome, thanks very much.
Thank you.